Kavita ma'am, good morning ma'am. Shall we start ma'am? Am I audible Kavita ma'am? Shall we start?
You are audible, Vajita.
Okay ma'am, then what about Kavita? Kavita ma'am, are you there? Kavita ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am, shall we start? KK ma'am, can you make a call to Kavita ma'am?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah, make it. Kavita ma'am, can you hear me?
Hello,
Yes,
Vaji?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Shall we
Okay.
start, ma'am?
Yes, sure.
Dear students, this is a humble request from our special guest side. That is, please switch on your videos. Students, you can switch on your videos. Because our ma'am, she wants to look at you all after a very long time, it seems. Students, you can mute your audio and please switch on your video. Yes. Yes, Preeti, you can go ahead. Yeah.
A pleasant morning to one and all present here. I extend a warm and cordial welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest, respected Chairman Sir, Secretary Ma'am, Principal Ma'am, beloved teachers and the other participants. I am T. Jaya Pushpa Preeti from 2nd BA English, Christopher Arts and Science College, Surangudi. I feel extremely happy to host this webinar. Today we all are here together for a state level webinar on English communication, a pressing priority. A loving word of hearty welcome from the heart is the sweetest of the things of life. I would like to call upon Ms. Lakshmi, 2nd BA English, Christopher Arts and Science College, Surangudi, to welcome our guest and the gathering.
Morning to one and all present here. Really, I feel very happy to welcome you all. I would like to say a warm word of welcome to all of you. First of all, I would like to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Kavita LC, Assistant Professor in English, Sarataka College, Tirunelveli. I would like to welcome our respected Chairman, Sir, Dr. Praveen Christopher, our Secretary, Ma'am, Mrs. Angel Praveen, our Principal, Ma'am, Dr. Roshan, and our beloved teachers. Last but not least, I cordially welcome all the participants gathered here. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi, for your wonderful welcome address. Communication works for those who work at it. English communication is very necessary in our day-to-day life. Now it's time to hear the speech of our chief guest. May I now request Dr. Kavita LC, our assistant professor in English, Sarataka College. The session is over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Push and Silva, for your active participation. And yes, before I start this webinar, I would like to start this session with a gratitude note. Okay, next to God, I express my profound gratitude to the management of Christopher Arts and Science College Women and the principal, Dr. Rosen Jason, for acknowledging me. Then I must thank the head of the Department of English, Dr. Vajita, the coordinator of English Literary Association, Ms. Krishna Kumari, and the convener, Ms. Meenakshi, for their enthusiastic team spirit in organizing this webinar. And my gratitude will be incomplete if I do not say a few words of thanks to my beloved students of Christopher Arts and Science College and the members of the faculty for their active participation. Thank you once again. And now let me move on to this with this gratitude note. I would like to move on to my session, and I hope it will be of very great useful to you. Yes. No. Vajita? Vajita?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I want to share my screen.
Okay. Sita, ma'am.
Ma'am, you can
No,
share
I
it.
think, yes, I think I could. Yes.
You can, ma'am.
Can you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Sita, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Vajita.
Thank you, Kavita,
Yes. Okay. Yes. Now, the topic for this webinar is English communication, a pressing priority. Okay. And the topic which is given to me is vital necessity of English communication. Now, in these two topics, the very topic speaks the importance of communication. Okay, the importance of communication. Communication is very, very important in our day-to-day life. Next, what is communication? We all know it is the expressing our thoughts, our feelings, our ideas to others. Okay, so whatever we think in our heart, we think in our mind, whatever we do, we must make others realize what we think or what we feel. That's what this communication is very, very important. And so, you know very well, we communicate by means of speech. We communicate by our writings and by our actions and sounds. For example, if we take birds, animals, they communicate with the sound. Okay, so that is communication is a very, very, very special thing that we get from God. Okay, and especially we communicate, when we communicate with others, we are able to express our thoughts with words. But birds, they communicate only with sounds. Though we express with words, that also creates sound, but both are sound only, but we express the sound we make comes from the words. So without communication, we are nothing in this society. Okay, so communication plays a very, very important role. And then if there is no communication, imagine how it would be for us. We cannot make others think what we are and who we are, and we cannot. How can we call others? We could call others by our names only by communicating. So if there is no communication, nothing will be done, and our life will be a boring or monotonous. So I feel that communication is actually a God-given gift for mankind. Okay, and where does it start from? Where does it start from? It starts from our house. Okay, when we are young, you first give sound. You try to reply what others ask. You reply to others' question, and so you try to reply. So the communication we learn from our house. After that, when you go to schools or colleges, you communicate with your friends, and also when you meet other people in a society, we try to communicate. Okay, so now that you are clear, that is from these things we understand that communication is very, 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 very important in our day-to-day life, and without communication we cannot achieve, or we cannot expect anything from others. And next, communication. I would like to read the topic again: vital necessity of English communication. Now, English communication, what is English? You know, English is a language. There are many languages we speak. It's not English, Tamil, Kannadam, Malayalam, Urdu, Hindi, and there are so many languages in India. In India, even India is called a multilingual country. Okay, because we have so many languages. But the language which we are much familiar is our native language. And just as English language, other languages are also not familiar with us. But English, when you take, for example, English, you learn English even from your KG classes, isn't it? So English is a very, very important thing. And you may be wondering why this English is considered to be very necessary. Why this English is considered to be very important. And so what is the vital role, or what is the vital important role that English plays in our day-to-day life? Okay, now, so next, 1 minute. This is the question we have. Why English? English is a language of international discourse. Okay, international discourse means you all know English is accepted throughout the world, and English is spoken throughout the world. So English is spoken in many of the countries. Many people, they speak English, and the majority of the countries, they use English as their second language. So English is considered to be an international language, and that's why English is given much importance. And another thing, English comes in the top 5, in the list of top 5 languages spoken in the world. Top 5 languages spoken in the world. And what are the other languages are Chinese, Spanish, Hindi, and Bengali. But in spite of those, even though we have those 5 languages, why this English alone is given much importance? Because English is accepted throughout the world. This may be due to the invasion of the British people all over the world. Britishers ruled many countries, and they sold their language into the countries, and so English is spoken by so many people, and it comes in the top 5 languages, in the list of top 5 languages spoken in the world. And all the countries, they are able to accept English as their second language, and so it is called an acknowledged language, and it is also called a global language because throughout the world English is spoken. Okay, so that's why this topic is given English. So why English? That you may be thinking, why not it is a Tamil? Because Tamil is our mother tongue. Why not the topic be vital necessity of Tamil communication, or why not the topic be vital necessity of Hindi communication, Malayalam communication? Because those languages, they are not international languages, and they are not the commonly accepted languages. And so it is very, very important for us to learn English. And next, in that way, English has become so popular. As I told you, it is the second language for so many countries. English is accepted as the second language. Okay, and second language means, what is the first language? You all know first language is our native language or vernacular language. Even now, even for us, the first language is Tamil, and the second language is English. We learn English, isn't it? So English, like India, most of the countries, they accept English as their second language. And next, it is the official language. What is official language? Though, as I told you, the people of many countries, they speak English, but the official language is the language accepted by the government. Okay, the language accepted by the government of other countries for their communication. So this again maybe because of the Britishers, they sold their English language in other countries, and the people were easily acquired, or people were easily able to converse with that language. And so in many countries, many well-known countries, though they have their own language, their own native language, they have English as their official language, because for trade, commerce, whatever things they have to relate themselves with other countries, they must use the commonly accepted language, which is the official language. Okay, so English is accepted as the official language, and so that's why it has gained popularity. And another reason for English to become such a popular language is it is the language of the internet. Internet, now you all know, now we are all in this internet world. Even now we are using at this moment, at this this moment, we are using the internet facility. Okay, so internet language. What is internet language? It connects the computers all over the world. Now you are all sitting in your own places, your own houses, and I'm sitting in my house. And how do we relate? How do we connect? Because of this internet facility. Okay, so because of this internet facility, we are able to connect, and so it connects computers all over the world. And when you are all well versed in handling the gadgets, computers or a cell phone, mobile, whatever it may be, you are all well versed. How? Why? Because you know some English and you are able to use and understand. With that knowledge of English, you are able to understand the language that is expressed in internet. Okay, so thanks to the internet facilities, now you have everything in our hand. So because of this language use, we are able to connect with people. And also world's most visited websites, you could see they also use English as their medium of expression. And they all the necessary details, they are displayed in English. And thanks to the internet facilities, I told you, we are able to hold everything. We are able to hold the whole world in our hand. Okay, so whatever details or whatever thing you want to clarify or verify, you press certain buttons and you can see. And at the same time, if you want to see what happens now at this moment in America or any other country, you are able to see. Why? Because you know English and you are able to understand what is given in what is given, and so you are able to know what happens at this moment in other countries. Okay, so internet is that's a very great thing, and English has gained such popularity because of the internet language also. And as I told you, it shrinks our world because the world is in our hand. Everything gets the world has become very small, and we are able to link with other people and link with other countries, and we are able to converse, or we are able to connect with people of other countries, and even people of India who are far in the north or in the south or in the west, wherever your friends may be, you are able to connect, or you are able to link with them because of this language. And so it is called a link language, and since it is a link language, it has gained its popularity. And then next, so you know very well that though there are many languages which are known, I told you English is one of the top 5 languages. There are other languages, but English, it has become so popular, and we have seen why it has attained such a popularity. And the title which I have given for this slide is Pressing Priority. Why? You may be thinking, we know very well that English is a famous language, or English is a popular language, or English is a commonly accepted language, and why we should give priority to that language when we have our own language, or our own mother tongue, native language, or vernacular language, that is Tamil. You may be thinking, why should I give priority to another language which is not my language? Because English is a second language which I learned in my school days and college days, and why should I give importance to that language? You may be thinking, but say now you are all in your learning period. From LKG to college, you may be spending some 18 to 20 years. Your learning period, the lifetime span is 18 to 20 years, and you have been learning English throughout these years. Okay, even from pre-KG, when you enter, they make you write A. It's not. The letter A starts from your pre-KG, and you keep on studying till you finish or you complete your graduation. And what is important that you should know there is English, you are not taught how to, or you are not taught how to speak English or how to use English in your day-to-day life, but you learn that as a subject, not as a thing which is very important, or not as a language that you must know to communicate. When you are in your learning period, you do not understand the importance of learning English. So after I told you, you have been learning this English, whether you are in physics or chemistry or biology, whatever group you have taken, what is the medium of language you study? You study everything only in English. But so you take that as a subject and not as a language to communicate, to be communicated. So you must have that mindset. You must take English as a language which is useful for communication, and not, you should not study as a subject. So after you complete your graduation, after you finish your studies, what happens? You feel so happy, you come out with the flying colors, and you feel, for example, if for example, Selva Lakshmi comes out after completing her graduation, she would write Selva Lakshmi MA or BA. Whatever it may be. So you feel very proud that you have completed your master's degree or a bachelor's degree in English or in any other subject, BSc, MSc, you will be writing. But even that BSc and MSc or BA, MA, you write only in English, not in your native language. So why that priority should be given, you must know. But after you complete your studies, as I told you, you will be so happy. But knowingly and or unknowingly, you enter into a society where you have both the positive and the negative aspect. Okay, both the positive and the negative aspect. What is the positive aspect? That is the opportunities filled in the society. Wherever you go, wherever you see, wherever you turn, you have so many job opportunities. And you may be thinking some jobs are not fit for you, and some jobs maybe you may like certain jobs. Okay, and you may like to be placed in that job, but you are free to go. But when you go there, only you will find there are many candidates like you who have come there to get that job. So it is a competitive society, the negative aspect. Okay, so society has both positive aspect and the negative aspect. And the positive aspect is you are filled, wherever you go, opportunities are, society is filled with opportunity. And positive aspect, you have to compete. You have to compete with those candidates, and you must prove yourself. You are the best candidate. You are the only candidate who is fit for that job. So to prove yourself, you have to show your efficiency. You have to prove your proficiency in English language. Okay, so because why we have to prove there? It is that company is providing you with a job, and I tell you that you have to compete with other candidates. Why? Because even there, in all companies, in all business, wherever you go, companies or factories or business or whatever you go, everything, the communication will be done only in English, not in your mother tongue or in a vernacular language. So it is it has become a pressing priority to learn English. Okay, and then some students even go to the extent that is they would like to work in other countries. That is global workforce. They will be ready to travel. They will be bold and they will be ready to travel other countries. And it's because they say in other countries, the job opportunities are more, and and they are well paid. And so you may be thinking, if I go and settle in that job, I may lead a very good lifestyle, or I may lead a better lifestyle than what I lead here. So it's good. You can go, but when you go, that is, you may be working in a multinational companies. You may aim for a multinational company, or other countries, very famous companies in other countries. Wherever you go, since you are going out, That is well and good. You are going away from our country, and there also you will be meeting people from or candidates from other countries who are well versed in English. So there also again you have to face competition, and you have to overcome you have to overcome that competitive world, and you must prove yourself. So because since English is a global language, if you are planning to go to other countries, you are sure to face you are sure to write or sure to face problems related to English language, and so it has become a pressing priority. Okay, so now, what if there are, when I speak like this, you may be wondering that you are not good enough, you are not good enough to compete in that competitive world, but there are people who prove themselves, that is who prove their proficiency in English, and they are able to move forward. And when they go there, when they meet other people, they are able to link themselves, because they connect themselves, and when they connect themselves with others, they are able to understand their culture, understand their language, and so they are able to knock down all the barriers, cultural barrier, and then a linguistic barrier, and what are the barriers they meet, they are able to knock down if they are well versed in English language. And another positive thing is, if you are well versed in, if you are efficient, or if you are good enough to prove your proficiency in English, you can easily mingle, and you can easily socialize, relate people with the other country people with you, and you are able to get a broad vision of life. So that's why, for these reasons, English has become a pressing priority. Okay, so you may be so it is very important that the communication in English, you know very well that communication in English plays a very, very important role in our day-to-day life. And then if you do not have this communicative spirit or communicative knowledge about in the communicative knowledge in English, what happens? You develop in yourself an inferiority complex. If you do not give priority to English language communication, you develop in us an inferiority complex. Okay, so now that I told you, you have learned English from pre-KG to 12th, college level. And now I would like to give an activity. Now I have given this activity. See, when we develop inferiority complex, we refrain ourselves from mingling with others. We shut ourselves in a small area, and we develop. We are not able to come out properly. So now I would like to point out the reasons for such inferiority complex by giving this activity. And can any one of you read the 3 sentences, please? You can unmute and read. Am I audible? You can
Yes,
read.
ma'am, you are.
Yes. One of the students. I want the students to read.
Into the well when the boy jumped into it. I have read this book. Raja kicked the ball.
Very good. May I know your name?
Amy Mal from BCom department.
Very good, everyone. And I want somebody else to read. One more student.
We looked into the well when the body jumped into it. I have read this book. Raja kicked the ball high.
Yes. Now I would like to highlight. Good. I think Zeer.
Yes,
Zeenat from
yes,
which department?
English department.
Yes, good, Nazir. And the 2 students read these 3 sentences. I would like to point out the mistake which was committed by them. They read the sentence correctly. See, they said, we looked into the well when the boy jumped into it. And then I have read this book, both read in the same way. Then the last sentence, Raja kicked the ball high. See, in the first sentence, there is a word looked, L-O-O-K-E-D, and another word J-U-M-P-E-D, and in the last sentence, K-I-C-K-E-D. Okay, you both read looked, jumped, kicked. Most of the students used to read like this. Okay, but it is not looked, jumped, kicked. It is looked, jumped, kicked. Okay, that kicked sound should not come there. Okay, so now can you read again, Nazir, this sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We looked into the well when the boy jumped into it.
Very good.
I have read this book. Raja kicked the ball high.
Very good. But in the second sentence also, the same mistake, that word R-E-A-D, when it is not read here, when it comes with have, the word have, it should be read as I have read this, read. It is not read. Okay, so these are the simple things that you must know in communication, English communication. Okay, so very, very good participants. Okay, and next, I would the next activity. Next one. This I want everyone to participate using your chat box. Okay, now I have given this picture. You understand, girls? I have given this picture. I want all of you, I want you to write something about this. I want to write something about this.
Participants, please you can do this in your chat box. Write a few lines about the picture in your chat box.
Kindly come forward, girls. You know very well that this is a clock, or you can take it as a watch. Okay, whatever it may be. You write a few sentences or one sentence about this. Can you? Why? I think there is no response. Am I right, Vijita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Yes, girls. This is a clock. If you are asked to say this, you tell a few things about it. It's a clock. It has two hands and one hand showing a seconds and two hands showing minutes. Like that, you can say it's not girls, and it is used to show. We can see the time using this clock. And you can also relate this to some other proverbs like time and tide waits for no man. And
Someone has responded, ma'am.
What is it?
Yes, ma'am.
The time is 2 o'clock. Very good. Very good. Very good. Time is 2 o'clock. Any other response, please?
Yes, ma'am. It's there, given by Emimol of BCom. The picture in the slide shows a clock.
The picture in the slide shows a clock. Very good. Both are correct English. They have given correct English. Okay. Yes. Very good, girls. Participants, good. Congratulations for your participation. And then now, do you know why I gave these two activities? Why I gave these two activities? Because I want to know how many students come forward. How many students come forward? Only, I think only 3 students. Yemimal, I think you came in, you had attended in both activities. You participated, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Okay, so that's what I want you to see. That is, you develop shyness. When you want to communicate English language, you develop the shyness in this. Okay, and then another thing, lack of apprehension. You are not able to, when you converse in English, you are not able to understand what you speak. Now, before this, these are all considered to be xenoglossophobia. What is xenoglossophobia? It is the fear of learning or speaking another language. Okay, xenoglossophobia is a fear of learning or speaking another language. So because of that fear, you develop shyness. Okay, you are not able to come out very boldly. You are not able to prove yourself. Why? Because you lack the English communicating skill. Okay, and then lack of apprehension. Sometimes you may, this is apprehension means understanding, lack of understanding. What should you understand? When will you understand? See, for example, an English sentence is made up of words, phrases, clauses, and everything form a sentence. And even in that sentence, we use different parts of sentence and structure of a sentence, like nouns, verbs, adverbs, adjective, pronoun. There are so many things. When you would have learned this in grammar, but you may not be thorough of that. So you are not able to understand. So you face this lack of apprehension problem when you learn another language, second language, or English language. And as a result, you develop that anxiety or fear of mistake. Even if you want to speak, you will be that the fear of committing mistake would keep you away from not speaking that any sentence, or not speaking your thoughts properly. So this lack of apprehension starts from the lack of vocabulary. You may not know many of the words that you that you come across in your life. Only certain words you know the meaning of only certain words, and for some words you may not know the meaning. And when you do not know the meaning of those words, what you will do, you will try to you will not understand, and so you will try to you will try, but at the same time you will be filled with anxiety and that fear of committing mistake, which further leads to you will become, when you are filled with the fear of committing mistake, when you are filled with the fear, you will become uneasy and you will become nervous. Okay, and so you fail to converse with others. So this xenoglossophobia is the main reason for not communicating with others. The fear of speaking, or the fear of learning a new language which is not your native language, is the main reason for others, the main reason for students to communicate, for their lack of communication in the English language. And another thing, there is native language interference. Native language, what is native language? I told you that is the first language which you all are very familiar with and you speak very fluently. For example, in Tamil we say, நான் நாளைக்கு வருவேன். That is the Tamil word. But when you want to speak English with that native language interference, you speak, I tomorrow come. It's not I tomorrow come. But is that a correct formation? No, it is not the correct formation. You would say, I will come. You have to say, I will come tomorrow. So that all these things result in creating a lack of confidence in you. Okay, so because of this, you are not able to come out, or you are not able to come out boldly about how to, that is when you meet other people, or when you are in places where you have to speak English, you keep quiet. Now you kept quiet. All the students kept quiet. It's not. Why? Because of all these reasons. Okay, and I really appreciate those students who came forward. Okay, and that is the thing that you must develop it you must develop to come out well in English communication. Okay, yes, that is, you have to try, whether you are right or wrong. You must try and you must come out. And you must get rid of the fear. Only if you're trying again and again, you will get rid of the fear. So if you do not come out of that xenoglassophobia or the fear of learning new language, what is the result? You will develop, you become low esteem, you develop a low esteem in you. Okay, what is low esteem? That is, you consider yourself to be very low. You consider yourself to be bad, and you feel that you are not good for anything. You feel that you are awkward, and then you feel that you are incompetent. You are not fit for anything. So when you see other people speaking English in front of you in a fluent way, you may think that they speak very good English, but I am not able to speak. So I'm good for nothing. So that you develop a low esteem about yourself, and automatically you lose the confidence in you. Even if you want to speak out of fear of committing mistake, you lose the confidence in you. And at that time, you feel embarrassed and you feel you are in a hopeless situation. And that will lead to depression, which will develop a negative mindset in you. And you become pessimistic. What is pessimistic? Optimistic is with a hopeful note, but pessimistic is you become hopeless. You feel that you are not, you cannot do that. You lack all confidence in you. Okay, and then at that time, when you lose the confidence in you, you feel that if anybody is there in any situation, if you are helpless in some situation, you will be feeling helpless. And at that time, you feel there is nobody to motivate, and you feel the lack of motivation, and you feel you feel yourself to be a fish out of water. And as a result, you never try to come out, and you confine and cocoon yourself to a very limited society. Okay, you confine means you become very you shrink, and you are not bold enough. You are not able to come out in your life, and you form a cocoon around you, and you remain silent without participating or without accepting whatever, or without trying. Okay, so that is very, very, very that is not important. That is not a necessary thing for a learner. I really appreciate the participants today, those who came forward to answer my questions. That is, you are sure to succeed, because you must try, girls. Whether you say correctly, you speak correctly or wrong, come out. Then only by committing mistakes, you can attain success. Now, that is the main thing is you feel that you will commit mistake. So you may be wondering, is it committing mistake? Is it good or bad? Is it definitely good as far as communication is concerned? Okay, definitely good as far as communication is concerned, because it is quite normal and natural to commit mistake. In Bible, it is said, no man is perfect. Is it not? So no one in the world is there without committing any mistake. So committing mistake is quite a natural thing. So if we commit mistake, do we worry about that throughout our day, throughout our life? No, we don't worry about that. Okay, now I would like to say here, committing mistake, when I speak about committing mistake, I'm reminded of learning learning to ride a bicycle. I think you all would ride a bicycle. It's not. How did you ride a bicycle? How did you learn to ride a bicycle? First, somebody would help you. It's not. Somebody would help you for some days, and then they will leave their hand, and you will go on your own, and you will fall down. It's not. When you fall down, if you stay back thinking that it is not, I cannot do that, would you have learned cycling? No, you would not have learned cycling. Okay, so when you fall down, you got up, and again you tried. In the same way, by committing mistake, and trying again and again and again, you will refine yourself. You will come out in good flying colors. Okay. Now here in communication, when you commit mistake, you can get it corrected by your teachers in this in your learning period. You can speak, you can try to communicate with your teachers in English, and you can write something and get it corrected by your teachers. For example, you can write what you did from morning till evening in simple English. You can start from that, or you try to, as I gave you, you try to write about something like clock or flower or whatever it is, what you think about it. You can get it, you can write and get it corrected with the teachers. And here the role of the teachers play a major role. The teachers, they should never discourage the students, but they should encourage the students even if they commit mistake, and the teachers should make the students feel free to approach them. So that is a very, very important thing. So when you commit mistake, you correct with your teachers, and you can also, if you are alone without any teacher or without because some students maybe would have come from very your parents would not have studied a lot, and so you would have come from such families. And for that families, for those students, you can correct yourself. You can correct the spelling of the words, or you can see the usage of certain words using dictionaries, because in dictionary you get all the spelling, the meaning. You can get that. You can correct your spelling. You can get the meaning, and you can know how all these words are used in different ways, or used in different types in a sentence. So dictionary also plays a major role in correcting our mistake. And nowadays it has come to the level of using gadget, because you need not go for a dictionary and search for the words. Even if you speak out the word, or if you speak out that spelling, that word would come, and you can get the meaning, and you can get it corrected. Okay, so if you try like this, trying again and again, you will learn and you will understand. Okay, you will learn and as well as understand, and also you will correct yourself, and you gain confidence, which is very, very necessary for the English communication. So confidence level is very, very necessary for English communication. So when you gain confidence, you can use other methods also. You can overcome this lack of confidence, or you can overcome this lack of, that is, you may overcome your low esteem by using other methods such as regular reading. I did not say reading alone. Regular reading. Regular reading means you must make it a habit. You must make it a habit. Okay, you must read. You must read many books. There are so many books. You can start reading from the books which the kids, the pre-KG or first standard students used to read with pictures and all. You can start reading, and you read again and again, and you develop your reading habit. And when you can also read English newspapers, English magazines, and when you come across new words, you can use again dictionary. Like that, you can improve your vocabulary. So reading again and again, reading many books, English books, magazines, and newspapers, it helps to develop your vocabulary. And then when you develop your vocabulary, you can try writing. Okay, you can try writing. And another thing, when you read, you can also practice loud reading. Okay, when you read aloud, you may you will become familiar with the pronunciation of the words. If you commit any mistake, if you want to make sure whether the word you have read aloud is correct or not, you can check with your mobile phone. So that is also one of the methods to improve. Then when after this, you can try your hand in writing and then correcting. Okay, you can correct yourself writing, or you can get the help from your teachers or experts. So that is also important. Another thing, listening. Listening is a very, very important thing. What should you listen? You can listen to English news channels. You see, you watch the movies, English, and when you watch the movies or when you watch English news, you listen also. Okay, the words enter into you get used to that words, and you develop that listening skill. And here I want to say something. If any new film of Vijay or Ajit comes, you suddenly learn the song, is it not? How do you learn the songs? Even the words you could without looking into the book or anything, you could sing this whole song. How? Because you are very keen in observing or listening. You have listened to that songs. Some have the capacity of repeating the song even after listening to that song for 2 or 3 times. Okay, so you have such capacity, you have the capability, you can do when you have the mind. Okay, so you listen to English news channels, English movies, and get acquainted with the words and get acquainted with the pronunciation, everything. And then even if there is a check your mistakes. Okay, so like this, you have to practice. So practice maketh a man perfect. Practice. Okay, practicing. There are so many things you can practice, and you can give a practice oral communicating practice. How you give communicating practice? You can have some group study, group work. Okay, you can talk to your friends. You can speak or you can converse with your friends in English. Okay, and that is one type of practicing. And if now that you are all in lockdown period, you are alone in your house, how can you practice? You can stand before a mirror, talk to yourself. Okay, and thus you can practice your speaking skill, and you can improve. So the communication in English is not at all a very difficult job if you have the mind to do that. So that is very, very important. You must read, you must write, you must listen, you must watch, you must check your dictionaries again and again, not for one time. Okay, only by practicing. What is the meaning of practicing? When you practice for your dance program or anything, will it be perfect even in the very first attempt? No. You have to do it again and again and again. Rehearsal, you do rehearsal, it's not. So in the same way, communication needs practicing. So this is not a very easy thing. You have to do it again and again, but you can, because you are all capable of doing that. And so to conclude this, I would point out three things. That is, failure is the stepping stone to success. What is the meaning? Failure is the stepping stone to success, means committing mistake is quite natural. And if you take that mistake as a stepping stone, you are sure to succeed. So don't lose heart, or don't refrain yourself, or don't confine yourself to a particular place because you are not capable of speaking in English. It is not a very great mistake. Failure is a common, or committing mistake is common for all. You have to take it as a stepping stone. And then next proverb, Rome was not built in a day. You cannot speak English on a single day. You cannot communicate in English on a single day. Rome was not built in a day, means it took years. It took years or months and years to complete Rome. So you will also need some time to make yourself efficient or proficient in that particular language, in your English communication. And finally, I would like to say, practice makes a man perfect. It is not only learning again and again. You have to try again and again to make yourself perfect in English communication. So all the very best, girls. This is the title is vital necessity of English communication. So I think you all understand, you all have understood why English is so very important to communicate in this day-to-day life. And so with these words, I conclude, and I wish you all success, okay, because you can if you try. Okay, so thank you so much for your patient listening and for also participating in the activities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for giving your valuable insights. Your session was full of enthusiasm and valuable knowledge. Once again, thank you, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. Now it's time to give you all the opportunity to ask questions and give your valuable feedback. So I request you all to ask questions if you have any doubts.
Dear students, if you have any queries, please come forward.
Vajita, I would like to appreciate one student here.
Yeah, ma'am.
Can I not? Yes. Last month was one student from this college, Christopher Arts and Science College. She spoke to me through WhatsApp. Okay. And she wanted to ask me whether I had my dinner. And for that, she you know what she sent, the message sent by her was, "Are you eaten, madam?" Okay. But the meaning is completely different. But I was so very happy because she tried to talk to me in English. Okay. The meaning is completely different. And but that is the thing. Try. You have to try. And I really congratulate and appreciate that student for talking to me in English. And I want her to continue that. I want not only many students talk to me even now, I want all the students to talk to me or converse me in English. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, Preeti, you can go ahead. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful guidance. It's our duty to thank you all for your presence in this webinar. For that, I call upon Ms. Namita, 2nd BA English from Christopher Arts and Science College, Surangudi, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Namita, are you there?
Yes, Namita, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Unmute.
Sorry, ma'am, மறந்துட்டேன். Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Department of English, Christopher Arts and Science College, it is such a great pleasure for me to propose the vote of thanks. First of all, I submit all our prizes onto the feet of God Almighty for giving us this opportunity to conduct the webinar successfully. Next, I must thank our management, our respected chairman, Dr. Praveen Christopher sir, and our secretary, Ms. Angel Praveen ma'am, for their willing support in organizing this webinar. Then I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. Rosen ma'am, for her constant encouragement in all possible ways. I extend my gratitude to our honorable chief guest, Dr. Kavita S. ma'am, to take our time off for her busy schedule to grace the event. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging us with your words on this special day. I extend my gratitude to Dr. Arogya Vajra ma'am, head of the English department, to organize this webinar. I must thank the organizing team volunteers for working hard for the past few days to make this webinar successful. Thank you everyone once again for making it a great success. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
sorry for the interruption, ma'am. ML of first BCom. She would like to share a few words of feedback.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Sure.
Yamimal, go ahead.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Excellent presentation, ma'am. Today we had an opportunity to hear your words for the need of English. Yes, English communication plays a very important role in the day-to-day life. Really, we all knows the importance of English language, but we are not tried to speak in English. English is considered as a second language. Hereafter, we should try to express our thoughts and views in English. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for spending your valuable time to us.
Thank you. And thanks for your participation also. You have come forward to give the feedback.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Emimal, for your feedback. Thank you, Namita, for your amazing vote of thanks. A starting always has an end. Now we have also reached the end of the webinar. Thank you all for all your valuable participation. The webinar is over now. Thank you all.